Justin Krebs from Krebs Service Station in Spring Mills, Pennsylvania, and today we're going over the Massimo T-Boss 550. We're going to go over its features, we're going to take a look at the unit, so let's go ahead and jump into it. The Massimo T-Boss 550 comes with the hard roof. We've got a very nice two-piece windshield. This windshield does tilt out, so you get a lot of airflow while you're riding. So let's go ahead and actuate the windshield. So this is its closed position, so I can open it up a little bit to get some airflow coming in, or if you just want it up and out of the road, you can throw it up and out of the road, and you've got the hydraulics on each side to keep it there while you ride. And then just closing it is just simple as just grabbing a hold of it, pulling it down, and locking it back in position. We've got headlights, we've got turn signals, we've got the front bumper, we've got the front mounted camera, which we're going to look at that in a few minutes. We've got the winch with the steel cable, we got A-arm guards, we've got the adjustable shocks here. Then going to the side, we've got some nice off-road tires and very nice blacked out aluminum rims. Okay, on the side of the unit, we've got the foldable mirrors. We've got these really nice half doors. We've got the rock sliders. And then right here's where you put your gas in at. Okay, going on the inside of the unit, we're going to notice we've got bench seating with the seat belts and the headrests. We have a very nice flip down center console with the cup holders and the cell phone holder. Nice little cubby hole right here. You're going to notice these two little holes right here is for an accessory grab rail that you can purchase. We've got the glove box. This is our winch switch. This is our rear differential locker or turf mode. So what turf mode does is it drops the unit down to one-wheel drive, so you can take a tight turn in the yard and not rip up your grass. So when you lock the rear differential, that means both those rear wheels are locked in, so they're turning at the same speed. So if you take a tight turn in the grass, it can rip up your grass. Now, when you activate four-wheel drive, so we're going to just skip over here a little bit. When we activate four-wheel drive, that means that your rear wheels are turning, but so are the front wheels. But the front wheels can turn at different speeds, which allows easier steering. Then when you lock the front differential, that means the front wheels are locked together. They can no longer turn at different speeds. They have to turn at the same speed, which turning can get quite difficult. So most of the time, you're not going to have the front wheels locked in anyhow, but it's a nice little feature to have. So over here, we have our lights, high and low beam. The transmission has a reverse, neutral, high, and a low gear. We've got the steering wheel with the tilt steering. We've got turn signals, and we've got the digital instrument cluster. The cluster has your tachometer, speedometer. It tells you your fuel level, coolant level, hours, miles, if your diff's locked, unlocked, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. Gives you a little bit of everything. Park brakes right here. And we've got a nice, cool touch screen here, which we'll touch on that in a few minutes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and show off turf mode a little bit. Now I know I don't have the prettiest yard in the world, but at the end of the day, I didn't rip it up. Okay, so going over the touch screen. So in this portion of it is the gauge cluster. So it's got a lot of good information here. We've got our RPMs, we have our miles per hour, we have our fuel level, coolant temperature. This tells us what our battery voltage is. We've also got some, it tells you a light indicator. So like if you've got the high beam on or the low beam, it'll tell you. Turn signals, it'll flash each way. This is where your turf mode, and so if you lock the rear differential, it'll tell you. And if you activate four-wheel drive and then lock the front differential, it just lets you know each position of the way. We'll take that out. And then right here is our navigation. And it does take it a second to boot up. So once it boots up, you can see like we are in Pennsylvania. So it knows right where we're at. And then as we zoom in, it'll get more detail. So we're on Penns Valley Road on Route 45, and it's got our location pinned down pretty good. And we can zoom back out. So we also have the Bluetooth, so you can hook your phone up to the dash. We've got our rear camera and our front camera. And then we have messages, if there be some messages of some kind. And then we've got the settings. Okay, so let's check out the T-Boss bed. So on the bed, we've got our turn signals, tail lights and brake lights. We've got the pickup truck style tailgate. On the inside, we've got some nice tie downs. There's 4 of them. This bed is also a hydraulically assisted dump bed. So those hydraulics are a lot like the hood of a car or tailgate of an SUV, which assists you in dumping the bed. And then under the bed, we've got the engine. It's a 493cc single cylinder. It's computer controlled, fuel injected. It's liquid and oil cooled, and it produces right around 33 horsepower. Okay, at the rear of the unit, we've got the location for the rear backup camera. We've got the exhaust, the towing hitch, the receiver for all your towing needs. We've got independent rear suspension with the A-arm guards, the adjustable shocks, and we do have disc brakes on all 4 corners. The Massimo T-Boss 550 can be purchased from Krebs Service Station in Spring Mills, Pennsylvania. Thank you so much for watching the video today.